always a fun event to go. I've gone several years and it just does keep getting bigger and better.
Yeah, it is music to our ears. So always love to see everyone heading out to Petworth Porch Fest, but out there today, thankfully we have less wind than what we had over the weekend. I know it did get quite windy late Saturday night after that cold front passed through. It did spark up some thunderstorms too. I know that. Then we did see that wind yesterday, but temperatures, at least high temperatures, weren't quite as warm as Saturday. Yesterday we saw those highs in those lower 70s. Today we're back in those mid to upper 70s, but that's after a cooler start out there this morning. We'll see the mainly sun-filled skies though for the day today and also much of tomorrow, but we do see those 80s returning for the rest of the week for those high temperatures. And we also have some storm chances to talk about, especially late tomorrow night, especially back off towards the mountains region. So I'll talk about that more in just a little bit, considering right now we are just tracking dry conditions and quiet conditions too, as high pressure is in control over the area, and that has certainly weakened those winds. We are seeing those calm conditions out there this morning, so at least we don't really have wind chills, but we do have a cooler start where some parts of the region are starting off in those 30s. We're seeing those middle 30s in Manassas, Culpeper, lower 40s in Hagerstown. We're seeing those low to mid 30s from Winchester to Woodstock and Luray. Back over towards parts of the Shenandoah Valley, that frost advisory holds until 8 o'clock this morning. So we still have about an hour and 15 minutes left of that frost advisory to remain in effect till. Now, planning on the rest of your day today. After that cool start, later on today, temperatures will warm up. Talking about right around 70 by 11 a.m. and then by 3 p.m. mid to upper 70s. Really beautiful conditions to start off this work week. And we're talking about mid to upper 70s across much of the area. Could see a couple 80s on the map. So quite the drastic difference from this morning to later on this afternoon, especially for Luray and back over towards the mountains region for later on. If you're heading out to the Mets game, as the Nationals are hosting them again today, that first pitch will be at 4:05. Temperatures at first pitch will be just shy of 80 at Nats Park. Then we're back in those middle 70s by the end of the game, that final out, and still remaining mainly clear out there later on this evening. Futurecast, though, as we look towards tomorrow, we'll see those temperatures a little bit warmer than the day today. We can really all thank that wind, mainly out of the south-southwest. It'll be picking up between 10 to 15 miles per hour, so a bit more on the breezy side tomorrow afternoon. But it's that warm breeze, allowing for those temperatures to warm back up into those low to mid 80s tomorrow afternoon. Then we have that cold front approaching from the north and west, and I'll fire up some shower and thunderstorm activity back over towards the mountains, and that'll be late tomorrow night into early Wednesday. By about 6 a.m., we're looking at mainly cloudy conditions and temperatures starting off into those 60s across the map for your Wednesday morning commute. So it'll certainly be a warmer start out there by Wednesday morning. So here's that cold front approaching late Tuesday into early Wednesday. Then we have that front kind of stall just south of our area, and that still will throw us some rain or thunderstorm chances for Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. We're not looking at complete washouts though, but yes, we do have some rain or thunderstorm chances over the course of the next several days, so heads up. But here's a view of that 7-day forecast. Thursday, 40% chance, also Friday as well. So like I mentioned, not a complete washout, and much of that thunderstorm activity would likely be later on into the afternoon and evening, both of those days. Then we dry things out just in time for the weekend, but cool things off after those highs will be into those middle 80s for the rest of the week. We're back in those lower 70s this upcoming weekend under those mainly sun-filled skies.
All right, Jackie, thank you. It is now